Streaming recently hit a huge milestone. In May of 2025, it made up 44.8% of total TV viewing, according to Nielsen, officially passing both cable and broadcast TV combined.
But ask most viewers, and it doesn't always feel like a win. Confusing pricing, missing locals, sports scattered across a dozen services are common grievances people have with streaming services. Streaming is popular, but it still has big problems.
In this video, we're breaking down 5 ways to fix streaming that are rooted in community feedback, current trends, and what we think services need to do now to keep users happy.
Let's start with the big one, live sports.
Right now, sports are a mess. You either have to pay for an overpriced live TV service like YouTube TV or Fubo, or string together ESPN, Fox One, and other standalone apps, and you still might not get to watch your team.
Boston native and avid sports fan June Lee wrote recently in an article for the New York Times where he stated the amount it costs him to watch all his team's games is nearly $5,000 annually. He said that was a 262% jump from the $1,300 it cost him to follow his teams in 2004.
Now that price tag included tickets to live games, which have also risen dramatically, and it includes subscriptions to regional sports networks, or RSNs, which also carry additional fees to access.
Yeah, many are only offered on premium streaming plans available only through DirecTV or Fubo. Even with a subscription, blackout rules can still apply based on your location, especially if you're outside of the team's home market.
A lot of you have told us what you want. One app where you can watch your teams, local and national, without paying for a bunch of unrelated channels.
ESPN is moving somewhat toward this with its standalone streaming service in 2025. Fox is working on Fox One, but together those could still cost more than $50 a month, and that's not even counting RSNs or league-specific packages.
We know ESPN Unlimited is going to cost $30 a month at launch, and while Fox One hasn't released pricing information yet, many expect it to be between $20 to $25 a month at time of recording. The bottom line is that we need a centralized sports hub with clear pricing and access to local, regional, and national games. Until then, watching sports on streaming is going to stay confusing and expensive.
And don't forget the fan experience. Right now, people are spending more time hunting for games rather than watching them. That's frustrating.
As PwC's 2025 Sports Industry Outlook made clear, professional sports leagues are making millions by spreading their media rights across platforms and in unconventional time slots. And while this exposes new fans to their sports, it frustrates committed fans who now have to pay more and hunt longer to find their team's games. If leagues don't address this reality, they risk losing their most loyal, high-value viewers.
And with the NFL, NBA, MLB, and college sports seasons now overlapping more and more, clarity matters even more. If viewers can't find their games, they're not going to stick around. Now let's move on to a second way to fix streaming. Give us access to local channels without forcing us into an expensive live TV cable-like streaming service.
We're looking at you, YouTube TV and Hulu Live. Many streaming services charge upwards of $30 in retransmission fees extra just to access local ABC, NBC, CBS, or Fox stations. For viewers who only want their local news or NFL games, that's a steep ask.
Many networks are experimenting with free streams of local news on Roku, YouTube, and Tubi, but it's inconsistent, and if your station isn't participating, your only options are an antenna or paying more.
Lee, who authored the New York Times article we referenced earlier, suggested that the government create a free streaming app that makes basic broadcast networks feeds free to anyone with internet access. That's unlikely to happen, but it's absolutely the right idea. More networks should provide direct-to-consumer streaming access for free, but they won't because they make too much money charging retransmission fees to third-party players like cable, satellite, and live TV streaming services to carry their live channel feeds.
Some kind of a move towards free access to streaming local channels could help rural or apartment dwellers who don't have great antenna access but still want the weather, local news, and big events like the Super Bowl. Local news and weather matters, and streaming shouldn't treat it like an expensive add-on. Nielsen's recent report shows that even though streaming has surpassed cable and broadcast TV, local broadcast content still draws millions of viewers per night. That means there's real demand, just not enough affordable access.
And it's not just about the news. Local sports and syndicated shows are often on local networks too. That leaves a major gap in the viewing experience for people who can't get or can't afford to get their locals. And speaking of gaps in the viewer experience, our next fix would greatly improve it: centralized billing and bundling.
Prime Video may be leading the charge for paying one bill for all of your streaming subscriptions. Its Prime Channels features lets users subscribe to a variety of streaming services like HBO Max, Starz, MGM Plus, Discovery Plus, and more, and pay one bill.
One of the most common frustrations people have is the inability to get all of their content in one place. And while bundles have helped this somewhat, they haven't eliminated it. Prime Video has made a way for streamers to put together many of their subscriptions in one place with one payment to Amazon.
And this move is bringing a lot of streaming business to Amazon. Antenna found that Prime Video channels accounted for 25% of major U.S. subscription signups in the first quarter of this year.
And it can have a real impact on streaming services. HBO Max lost about 5 million subscribers after it left Prime Video in 2021. It then gained back 3 million of them in the first 3 months that it returned to Prime Video. The vast majority of the signups were to new subscribers.
So being on Prime Video is obviously good for Amazon because it gets almost 50% of the subscription fee. But it's also good for streaming services, and most importantly, it's good for us because it provides convenience.
YouTube, Roku, and others are trying to replicate this, but the experience is still clunky. We want to see them get it right, so users can build their own bundle, pay one bill, and cancel easily.
Being able to build your own bundle is critical. We want a la carte TV, the ability to take just what we want and not have to pay for things we have no interest in watching. Being able to bundle together your favorite services for a discount benefits everyone.
Now we're seeing some of this with things like the Disney Bundle and Comcast Stream Saver package, but we need to see more.
That means universal search, seamless app integration, one login, and total control over what you are paying for. No more logging into 5 apps just to find something to watch.
People want to feel like they have control over their subscriptions, being able to pause, cancel, or re-add something in seconds, so it's not just about convenience. When people can manage their content and costs in one place, they're more likely to stick with streaming.
According to Deloitte's 2025 Digital Media Trends Report, 41% of users say they've canceled a service due to the frustration of juggling too many subscriptions.
That's nearly half of all users. Simplifying billing and bundling could dramatically improve retention and satisfaction, especially as households tighten their entertainment budgets. And speaking of budgets, that leads us to our fourth fix: lower prices now.
Number 4 is definitely one we can all feel. Streaming is getting too expensive.
YouTube TV has gone from $35 to $83 in 8 years. Hulu Live is $82.99 a month at time of recording, and most standalone services raise prices every single year.
It's getting harder to justify. If you add up Netflix, Max, Disney Plus, Prime, and a live TV plan, you're usually well over $100 a month. That's no better than cable.
The only way to push back is with our wallets. If people stop upgrading or cancel services when prices rise, companies will eventually hit their ceiling.
Some providers do offer annual pricing to lock in rates. Others could try loyalty rewards or bundled discounts to help keep customers around.
But endless hikes without added value? That's how you lose subscribers. Price hikes may be the new normal, but we don't have to accept them blindly.
Now let's wrap up with our 5th and final way to fix streaming right now: offering smaller, smarter channel packages that fit their needs, not media companies' bottom lines.
Hulu Live and YouTube TV offer big base packages with more than 100 channels, but many people don't want that much, and they don't watch that much content.
That's why we've been paying attention to DirecTV genre packs. You can subscribe to just My Sports, My Entertainment, My Kids, or My News, and skip the rest.
While My Sports is pricey, the others are more reasonable. My Entertainment offers a solid selection of channels, as well as Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max for just $35 a month at time of recording.
That's the kind of options we want to see more of. It's somewhat surprising that it's coming from DirecTV, but we think they see the writing on the wall. The future is streaming.
And given that, more streaming services should offer similar small package options to move us closer to an a la carte offering. Let us build a package with 10, 15, or 20 channels we actually watch.
That gives people more control, better value, and less content clutter. It's how streaming should work.
Plus, it helps viewers feel seen. A parent might want kids' content and news, while a sports fan just wants ESPN and RSNs. Bundling based on audience needs, not what the networks demand, puts the power back in our hands.
And if the industry is smart, they'll realize the customization is the product.
In fact, according to Forbes, Gen Z and millennials say personalization is their top priority when choosing a streaming platform. And that should be a wake-up call.
It's not about having everything. It's about having what matters most to you.
So let's recap. Our 5 ways to fix streaming are: make sports easy and affordable, provide low-cost access to locals, centralize billing and app integration, lower prices, or at least stop raising them, and let users pick smaller bundles that fit their needs.
We know this isn't going to happen overnight or may not happen at all. But if streaming platforms want to keep growing, they need to listen to viewers and make the experience better, not just their businesses more profitable.
What would you fix first? Let us know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can get all our latest news and reviews when they drop. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.